shoulder pass.
Run it back, watch your back. You think I want it cream, but I like it black. Bobby act and run it back. And you see how I act, nothing I lack. Feel it like a fatal heart attack. I'd die for that. I don't stress about it. I think less without it. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high key. Running back, let me have it back. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high key.
Yes, like that, like that, like that. Solo might be right back, right back, right back. Oh yes, like that, like that, like that. I told her I might be right back, right back, right back.
Run it back, run it back. Told him put the money in the bag, double that. Run it back, run it back. Told him put the money in the bag, double that, double that.
Run it back, run it back.
Run it, run it, run it back, run it back, run it, run it, run it back, run it back, run it, run it, run it back, run it back.
Run it back, 100 stack in the trunk with his fire tag. Punch the gas, running to the future. Past, I'm done with that. But if I need to, then I'm coming back. Yeah, that's a fact.
Run it back, run it back, run it, run it, run it back, run it back, run it, run it back, run it back, run it, run it, run it back, run it back. Run it back, I got the devil in my eye, doing God's work. I got the devil in my eye, doing God's work. I got the devil in my eye, doing God's work. I got the devil in my eye.
I ain't tripping, this is easy, easy. Got 'em excited to meet me, meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs, CZs. Wake up, get to it, and repeat, repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing haters say. Let 'em talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around it. I kill it and then I walk away. Put the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch 'em talk about it, talk about it. I'm in New York and we finna get loose. Squeeze the big apple and give me the juice. Don't wanna talk, I just do what it do. My alter egos can fill up a room. Hop on the flight, take a trip to Peru. Yeah, hop in the whip that is missing the roof. My woman a fire, just look at my boo. I'm the almighty, I'm feeling like Bruce. Ooh, 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 ooh. I don't need much, ability.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of Bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. A man coming off an 1,100-yard campaign last year. Here's Travis Etienne. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. This defense for the Steelers, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was pop free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
On second down, Etienne once more. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. You look at this Steeler defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
They'll run with Etienne. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Hey, Lion, Lion. 11.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Tackled that time by Joey Porter Jr.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 5. Another tote for Etienne. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Etienne up the middle. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
At the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
Now Lawrence. That is caught. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 30. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
On play action, Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Jaguars.
Back to the ground with Etienne. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 11. Now the 3rd-year man, Najee Harris. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Here's Pickett. On the out route, he finds Johnston. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. Working free to drop it for the sack there was Amari Barno.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 6. A give, running right, Etienne. And maybe Shane's in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So on 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. Back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win-win for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. The Steelers at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And Najee going to have a Steelers 1st down as he'll get this up past the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Now Pickett. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 47-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw, Pickett. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Jags will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the 1st half.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll give to Etienne running right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Dancing to his left. Just a crazy throw there, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Johnston. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Here's Johnson with a reception. Touchdown. Deontay Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Sitting in 1st place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Here's 2nd and 10. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with ETN. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing. And they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Straight ahead, ETN. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
ETN once more. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. First and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Now Lawrence to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Steelers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Pickett now on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Johnston. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
To the air on 1st down with Pickett. He gets it complete to Harris. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Pickett. And that ball is caught by Washington. Touchdown Steelers. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Boswell good with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Now ETN to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And the Steelers signal for another timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Motion man left is Kirk. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this 2nd half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. 3rd and 7 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. With Harris out of the shotgun, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Pickett will look to throw it here. Complete to Johnston here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
1st and 10. Here's Pickett. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. And this is caught inside the 5. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Darnell Washington with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Steelers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Lawrence steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're just looking for more of the same. Great first half so far. Good second half. And well, sometimes I guess maybe, Charles, these coaches, they don't have to tell these guys much when they're rolling like they're rolling right now.
You're exactly right. I've heard stories of some of the best coaches in our time or any time having grabbed their staffs at halftime and said, guys, they're playing really well. Don't go in there and give them a whole lot of stuff. Just pat them on the back. And essentially the speech at halftime is, let's go, guys, and that's it.
Yeah, no one's upset the apple cart so far. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now Pickett, he's got this to his running back, Harris. Down to the 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, 46 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point put through by Boswell, and it is 28-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together, as that brings up another 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Stay right open.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jags first down, as he'll wind up getting close to 10 yards there. And they only needed 1 on 4th and 1. Here's a give to Etienne. And he gets it down to the 32. 54 yards on the ground for him so far.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On second down, Etienne once more. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. T.J. Watt, always a disruptor, there to blow that play up.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Once more, Etienne. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne. his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jags are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends were on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football. Left sideline, a dime, and it looks like he's got it. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame him?
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Pickett to throw on first down. Pickens is there on the crossing route. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. George Pickens, 44 yards. And the Steelers up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, 83 yards. And the Jaguars get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
It's a gain of 34.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Now Pickett. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Handoff running left is ETN. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That second down play nets a -4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 3rd and 9 here. On play action, Lawrence. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That was Patrick Peterson from his quarterback spot rolling in for the sack. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Austin. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. They'll try the right side with Harris. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea